Got some Transformers news for you, Steven.
Oh boy, I love Transformers.
I know, I love Transformers too. So, well, this is good or bad, depending on whether you've liked the recent movies. I mean, you're kind of got mixed feelings on it, right?
I really liked the first three.
Yeah.
Age of Extinction was passable. I didn't bother to go see the last one.
And that's, I think, what went wrong. So, the last few movies all have been super successful, smash hits. And then things took kind of a major dip with The Last Night. I think The Last Night said good night to the... that was terrible. To the Transformers franchise.
No.
So, I think it was following the release... before the release of The Last Night, Paramount had slated a bunch of, like, 6... No, this was in 2014. So, like, probably, like, 3 more Transformers movies to come out. There was even a 6th one that's supposed to come out in 2019. Now that's all been wiped away. The Transformers slate has been wiped clean. There's one movie coming out, Bumblebee, a reboot, which sounds...
Well,
is there a trailer for that?
Spin-off.
Is there a trailer for that?
No.
Okay, right. Yeah, Bumblebee spin-off sounds interesting. I'm not sure what it's going to be about.
I mean, does he talk now?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You know, he got his voice back in the end of the first movie, and then it was like, oh, we're still having problems with it.
Yeah.
That's convenient.
So, that's true. I haven't kept up. But the exciting news is that the Transformers slate has been wiped clean, and they're looking for... I don't see a date of when it's supposed to start again. So, they're looking to reboot all of the movies, like the whole franchise, which, like you said, about time. But we talked about it earlier. I think it's a bit too soon. But it does sound exciting because, like, I watched the first movie, and it was good. And then I watched. I think I did see the second one. That one was good too. And then I fell off. I didn't even go as far as you did. Haven't seen any of the Mark Wahlberg stuff. But yeah, it sounds like The Last Night was just really like the breaking point because, like, they did not reach where they wanted to, with the budget, and it's just...
And Age of Extinction ended on a really cool note. Like, you basically have in that movie a bounty hunter who's after Optimus, and once Optimus finds out that, his creators sent this guy after him, he takes off into space to go after them, and it's just like, oh, this sounds really cool. Are we going to see, like, Optimus in space? No.
Nothing happened?
Optimus is in, like, I think 20 minutes of the movie, if that.
Ooh. He
doesn't show up until, like, almost the very end.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind of what killed it for me.
Yeah. I mean, it felt so kind...
the trailers were weird, too, with the girl that's, like...
Yeah, the little girl, like, they were trying to do a Logan thing.
Yeah, but she's like... Is she talking to the audience? Is she talking to another character in the movie? Where she's just like, just because I'm a girl doesn't mean I can't... It's just like, I want to watch robots. Can I just get the robots beating up each other?
And the plots got so repetitive, and I didn't watch every movie, like I said, but it feels like it lacked the direction that such a big string of connected movies needs to make it interesting. You know what I mean? So we're getting a reboot. How do you feel about that?
I want a reboot, but definitely, like, don't have it be like next year. Yeah. Don't have it like take some time. Let things simmer down a little bit.
But also think about it, because this needs some thought. We don't. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
so, like, Spider-Man 3 came out in what? 2005, 2006.
Yeah, I think 5 sounds right.
Yeah. So we'll go with 5.
Wait a minute. No, actually, I want to say like 7.
I think you may be right.
I'm going to fact check, but you can keep talking.
And then I know for a fact that Amazing Spider-Man came out in 2012. So...
Yep, May 4th, 2007. Continue.
2007,
Star Wars Day.
So 5 years happened between the reboot, and that even felt a little bit...
Yeah.
Like...
Everyone, when the Amazing Spider-Man thing came out, everyone was kind of like, huh?
Yeah, like, why are they rebooting it already?
Yeah. And now, flash forward to what we got. What's the dude's name? What's the actor's name? Tom Holland.
No, yeah.
Yeah, now we got... That's his name, right?
Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You're right.
that now we got that. It's like even quicker. It's like
yeah, and you could argue like, well, it's not really a reboot; it's more like an incorporation. All that weird stuff. But I mean, in everyone's minds, it's way too soon to be doing this. So I just kind of. I'm trying to think. Age of Extinction, I want to say came out in 2014. So if they did one in 2020, for me personally, it would be okay because I didn't even bother with The Last Night. If people did go to see it though, and they were kind of like, "Oh, well, Last Night just came out in 2017. We wait 5 years, and it'll be 2022." I don't know. I'd probably be okay with that. I just want them. I would like to see. I don't want to see like someone else try to just ape Michael Bay's style here.
So you're saying 2020 would be like a good time?
2020 or any time after that.
Yeah.
Give it at least a couple of years from now. But I think I want to see someone else's fresh take.
Right. Exactly.
I still want explosions. I still want like all the good parts of the Transformers movies in there. I don't want the weird, awkward humor situations that just felt uncomfortable watching.
This is a franchise based around toys, for crying out loud.
Toys.
Can we do without this kind of joke?
I don't want to know that there's a female Decepticon who's hiding as a female woman and her tongue comes out. Like that. No. What are you thinking?
Don't sell that toy to children. Like,
I don't even know if they did make that a toy.
No, probably not.
If it was a toy, it was probably just the robot version.
I'd like to see some more like themes in the movies that kind of make you think about stuff that kind of more of substance, you know. Mm-hmm. Another thing.
Don't change Optimus at all.
No, please keep the same voice actor.
Same voice actor, same character.
Yeah.
Optimus.
Give him a different look, maybe like slightly different.
Yeah,
look,
Optimus
obviously.
is like the main reason to watch these movies.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, here's my thing. Like, what if we did a Transformers movie or a series of Transformers movies? I feel like I need to do this pitch to them. That doesn't have exposition that's explained. It shows it, and you like live through it. Like, I don't know. Like, does every movie that has like, you know, weird creatures, like, you know, does every movie have to have that rooted in on the Earth for it to be interesting? I would argue absolutely not. Like, you know, they think that you have to, and that's what you saw with the first Transformers movie. And yeah, it worked for the time it was made in. Like, you know, this kid, ordinary 17-year-old or whatever it was, boy, stumbles upon these guys. Yeah. You know, everything changes. Whoa, crazy stuff happens. Does that still? We don't need that. Like, that's what I think. You know what I mean? Like, I think the story is interesting enough to where you could have it not rooted on this world, and people still say like, because it's still a familiar title, so you have plenty of room to do that. I think people would still find it interesting. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And like, tell the story of Cybertron, you know, Autobots, Decepticons, visually, like, have it happen.
Yeah, I would love to see
awesome.
Like the movie begin with that.
Exactly.
Kind of like how you had the second movie, the Revenge of the Fallen?
Yeah, that's the second one.
I liked how that one started out with the very first thing you see is like, you know, him attacking the pyramids and like trying to get the machine.
Yeah. And so
it did that whole thing, whereas the first one, you know, has the whole before time began there was the cube.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's all every movie, you know, they've got these like layers that they kind of slowly peel back, and obviously that's a good way to tell a story.
Sure.
So save some stuff. Obviously, you want to be able to do that, but it gets to a point where it's like so much exposition. It's like, wait a minute, that sounds cool. Can we go to that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see whatever this is going on with Stuttering Sam Witwicky. I want to see that. Like, can we talk about that for a second? Like I was talking to you about it earlier. Like, there's so much like really interesting lore with Transformers. Like, we could. Like, I hope someone hears of this, because like it could make a cool movie.
Yeah, I used to think that Cybertron was like, I was like, oh, why do you want to do Cybertron? Cybertron just sounds so boring. Play the War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron games.
Yeah,
there's a lot of interesting stuff there. Now, I do understand, like, part of the Transformers things is the reason why you do have humans is you do have to have relatable characters. It is hard to relate to, robots who are millennia old.
But I don't know. Like, there are movies that do it without that. Are there not? There's got to be something.
Yeah, they're kids' movies with just animals.
Well,
Zootopia, there you go.
I don't know. I just feel like we're at the point where the characters are so recognizable. I
think people would go to watch it where it was just like, hey, it's just robots this time.
Yeah.
No people. Just robots.
I would be so down for
I think you'd get every Transformers fan in the theater to see that.
And so, I'm not saying an entire series of that. That would get a little tired.
No.
But, like, maybe the first movie. Maybe, like, first half of the first movie. I don't know what that would look like. But, like, something that really, like, lays down what's happened. Because you have all this history with Transformers that doesn't involve humans.
Yeah.
And, like, were there not like comic books or episodes that were like that? Or just robots where it showed what happened?
Yes.
Like,
also, if they really wanted to throw things for a loop, you do Beast Wars.
I mean, yeah, that'd be cool too. Like, what if there was like an entire movie that's like a story? Like follow me. Like maybe like the Transformers, like they meet the humans and stuff. Next movie, it shows like all of this like war for Cybertron stuff, and then it ends up, it all happened in the past, and then like it ends, they're telling the story to the humans.
Yeah.
But the whole time you don't know, it makes it interesting enough to where you care about the robot characters and stuff. You don't know exactly. Obviously, you see certain characters like a Rogue One type thing. You see certain characters, they're gonna live, but you're still like kind of like, this is cool, and then it ends up, I don't know, just something that's. Because another problem with I could go on and on. Another problem with the other movies is that they were so formulaic. Like,
yes.
There needs to be something different. Like, let's be honest, the plots were like a 5-year-old like just drew them up.
Well, the
bad guy goes to Earth. Bad guy activates bad machine. Bad machine destroys Earth or makes Earth another Cybertron. Good guys try stop bad guys.
And there's always a MacGuffin. There's always oh well, we have to get the Allspark, or
right.
Oh, we have to get the Matrix, or
right.
Oh, we have to. What was it in the third one?
And what cracks me up is it's always
we have to kill Sentinel Prime.
It's always through some machine thing that they're getting on Earth. Like it seemed like I don't know, it's something. Yeah. But I'm excited for the idea.
Oh my goodness. I would love for them to incorporate elements of the show Transformers Prime. Do you have a Netflix account?
I do.
See if they still have Transformers Prime, because that show had amazing ideas.
Wasn't it a kids show?
It was like a CG Transformer show.
Oh no, with like the girl with like the purple hair.
I think so.
Ooh, I don't like the animation. It bothers me.
Yeah, and I don't like the way they animate Optimus's face. Like, there's some things, but just
the plot did seem fascinating from some episodes I saw.
Trust me and watch it. Like, it's one of those things where you get over the art style. It's not that you're right. It's not the best looking Transformers.
See, to me, when shows do that, I'm like, please just do 2D drawings. Don't go to 3D. You don't have the production quality for that. You're not Disney Pixar. You know what I mean?
No, they're not. But you get to a point where you don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like we need someone who appreciates the franchise and who has, most importantly, new ideas.
Yeah.
And I agree with you 100%. Give it a few years, because Hollywood is just crazy with reboots. It's sometimes it's got to slow down. You know what I mean? But,
yeah. And Marvel's killing it.
Yeah. True.